Lisa here, Pixie Dust Mom, and I wanted to talk a little bit today about transportation and parking at Walt Disney World. So first, just a little bit about parking. If you are driving to Disney and staying at a Disney World resort, you will have to pay to park there overnight. So if you are at a value, this is February of 2020, the current rates for value, if you're at a value resort, parking is $15 a night. If you're staying at a moderate resort, is $20 a night. And if you're staying at a deluxe or deluxe villa and you are paying, it is $25 a night. If you're using DVC points, that's different. So this is if you're booking through Disney and you are staying and parking your vehicle or rental car there overnight. That's what you're going to pay per night. Also, if you are staying off-site, then you have to, and you are not an annual pass holder, you will have to park to go to the theme parks during the day. If you are so parking at the theme parks, if you are a resort guest, you do not park at the theme parks. But if you are staying off-site at a non-Disney resort, then you will pay for parking at the theme parks if you drive in. But like if you go to Magic Kingdom in the morning and pay, and then you go to Animal Kingdom in the afternoon, you don't have to pay twice. You just pay once per day. So that's a little bit about parking. So transportation. So every Disney resort has bus transportation to every park and Disney Springs. So you will have bus transportation available to you, and depending on where you stay, depends on how often the buses run. Okay, sorry about that. So anyway, yes, you will have bus transportation. If you are staying at certain resorts, you may have additional options for transportation. So if you are staying at the Contemporary, or Bay Lake Tower, which is the DVC villas, if you are staying at the Polynesian, or if you are staying at the Grand Floridian, you have access to the monorail. The monorail loop will drop you off either at one of those resorts, or it will drop you off at the Magic Kingdom. It stops there, and it stops at the Transportation and Ticket Center. So, and that's where there's two monorail loops. So one monorail just goes from the Transportation and Ticket Center to the Magic Kingdom and back again. And then there's the resort monorail that stops at those three resorts, plus the Transportation and Ticket Center and Magic Kingdom. So if you are staying at one of those three resorts and you want to go to Epcot, you will get off at the Transportation and Ticket Center, switch to the Epcot monorail, and ride to Epcot. And then it will bring you back, and you switch back to ride to your resort. So those are the monorail resorts. Also, if you are at Contemporary or Bay Lake Tower, you can walk to the Magic Kingdom. You do not have to take any transportation. You can use your own feet. They are also currently, I believe, working on a walkway from the Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom. And there is already a walkway from the Polynesian to the Grand Floridian, so technically you could walk from the Polynesian to the Grand Floridian to Magic Kingdom once they get that walkway done. But I don't know at this point when that is going to be. So that's the monorail resorts. You can also, from the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, Fort Wilderness Campground, and Wilderness Lodge, you can take a boat to the Magic Kingdom. Those are the four resorts that have boat transportation to the Magic Kingdom. And if you're staying anywhere else and going to the Magic Kingdom, then you have to drive or take a bus or a minivan, or, you know, if you're doing free transportation, you will have to take a bus. And that's your only option. Okay, and then if we move over to the Epcot resort area, If you're at the Boardwalk or the Beach Club or the Yacht Club, you can walk to Epcot through the International Gateway. So this is not at the main entrance where the monorail would be. It's at the other side entrance next to the World Showcase. So you can walk from those 3 resorts to Epcot. There's also a friendship boat from those resorts to Hollywood Studios. So you can take a boat to Hollywood Studios from those resorts. And currently you can also take the Skyliner from that International Gateway entrance at Epcot. So from those, where those 3 resorts are, you can take the Skyliner and you'll have to swap out, kind of like you have to do with the monorail. You have to swap out at Caribbean Beach to get on the Hollywood Studios monorail or Skyliner, and it will take you over to Hollywood Studios. So that's some options there. So if you are at the Riviera Resort, Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, or Art of Animation, you can take the Skyliner to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So, and those 4 resorts now only have bus transportation once an hour to those 2 parks. Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom still run more frequently, but if you're going to those 2 parks and you're staying at one of those 4 resorts, the buses only run once an hour because they're trying to encourage more people to use the Skyliner service. So keep that in mind. If you're staying there and you don't want to take the Skyliner, you need to, you know, figure out the bus schedule or plan on getting an Uber or a minivan or something to take you if you're wanting to get there quicker. So those are all the different transportation, like Skyliner, boat, monorail to the parks. You can also take a boat to Disney Springs if you are staying at Saratoga Springs, Old Key West Resort, Port Orleans French Quarter, or Port Orleans Riverside. They have a boat that runs down to Disney Springs. So that is another option for the people staying at those resorts to get down to Disney Springs and not just have to take a bus. But that's the only additional transportation option they have, and they don't have any additional, they just have to take buses to the parks. Coronado only has bus transportation. Animal Kingdom Lodge only has bus transportation everywhere. The All-Star Resorts only have bus transportation. And I think that's all of them. So there's only 5 resorts that still only have bus transportation. All the others generally have at least 2 options depending on where you're going, which is nice. It's nice to have options. But if you have any questions about any of these types of transportation, again, I'm mainly just talking about the free transportation. Of course, you can Uber, get a Lyft, get a minivan, but those, of course, are going to incur charges. And I think that about covers it. If you have any questions or anything, any requests for specific videos or anything, you can leave those in the comments below, or you are welcome to email me. My email address is below. And I hope this has helped if you're planning a trip to Disney in the future and trying to decide where to stay or what options you have where you are staying. That kind of gives you an idea for right now. If you need any help planning your trip or booking a new trip, my info is down below. I am a travel agent that specializes in Disney vacations, and I would love to help you planning your trip. So I will talk to you later, and have a great day. Thanks.